My name is Jerry Reeder, and I was born on November the 28th, 1933. Come Thanksgiving this year, I will be 80 years old. So I'm going to talk about a period in my life which I think had a great deal to do with how things have turned out for me. I was born in Stevens County, Oklahoma, about 1.5 miles east of a little community called Hope. My mother was named Mano Reeder, or Mano Miller Reeder, and she was born in Tennessee and came to the state of Oklahoma when she was about 18 or 19 years old. My father was born in Hope himself to my grandfather, who was from the state of Texas. He had come to Oklahoma about the turn of the century and filed for 160 acres of land there in Stevens County. My mother was, before she married my father, was a school teacher. And my father, who was trying to get enough together to do some farming, had sold my mother's Chevrolet Roadster to buy farm equipment, farm animals and farm equipment with. I was born in 1933 on the 28th of November. I had two sisters who are both younger. My sister Betty is 2 years younger than I am, and my sister Jan is 6 years younger than I am. I went to high school in Stevens County, worked on the farm, and then went to college a little bit at Oklahoma State University. But I was still on the farm come age 20 when the local draft board informed me that I was going to be drafted into the military within the next few months. Our first destination was Casablanca in Morocco, North Africa. We had to let the Air Force guys off there. So that took us about 9 days to get to that destination. And we were all getting tired of the ship, and I had one bit of seasickness myself. But I found out where my assignment was actually going to be, which ended up being in Heidelberg at the U.S. Army's European headquarters, which in World War II had been a Air Force headquarters for the German Luftwaffe. And I ended up working in a classified message center and handling, picking up it required a secret clearance, which I had to wait a month or so for. And my first trip was in the spring of '55, a few months after I'd arrived there. I took a weekend tour, 3-day pass weekend tour to Paris on a tour bus, myself and 2 or 3 of the other people that I worked with there, which was my first chance at seeing anything in France. My final trip opportunity came in April of '56, about 2 months before I was my tour was to end. But Granada is a Spanish train, a town up in the mountains. We found there was snow on the ground when we got up there, and it's habitated mostly with gypsies. A lot of them live in the hills up there. I found out that in getting out into the world and seeing what was going on, there's an old saying that once the farm boy, and this was from World War II, once a farm boy has been to Grand Prairie, it's difficult for him to ever go back to the farm again. Well, I went back to the farm, but it was only for 6 months. After that, my whole life changed, and a lot of things happened to me good that probably would not have happened if I hadn't have taken this journey.